You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Gene Johnson.
The AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV's Single Ladies After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Single Ladies After Show.
So let's dance.
Hey!
Hey!
Let's
dance. Let's dance. Let's dance. Let's dance. Let's dance.
Hey, welcome to the last. Turns out the episode is called The Last Dance. Shout out to Diana Ross. I believe that was Diana Ross, one of the best who ever did it. Welcome to the last episode of Single Ladies, which means this is the last episode of the Single Ladies AFTERBUZZ TV show. I'm here with the most beautiful women in Los Angeles. Ladies, please allow me to reintroduce yourselves. Go right ahead.
To three single ladies.
Single ladies.
There's no ring on it. I'm Jes Meza.
I'm Keesha Olander.
And I'm Keisha Ava.
That's us. Most of you remember from previous episodes. Guys, we're going to jump right into it. You said something brilliant earlier. Why couldn't they do this earlier? Make it something worth watching. Speak on that.
I mean, obviously, we're all fans of the show. We all love the show. But the last 2 episodes.
Fire.
Yes. I love the last 2 episodes.
Yeah,
so
and I'm over here like,
what's going to happen next? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to jump all the way to it, but you said that like multiple times. You're like, oh, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Like,
yeah.
So I don't know.
It's interesting because here we go. We're in the last episode of a show that it sometimes started off a bit slow, and we finally get invested as characters. I'm sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. Bryan S. Hello, everyone. It gets really interesting, and here we are. Now we get to the meat of the product. This first episode here. I'm sorry, the first topic. We've got deal making going on. Mm-hmm. People are trying to make it happen.
All the way.
Keisha, what did you think about the deals that Omar was trying to put together on the table?
I think it was genius. First of all, I was so excited and so happy to see Omar step out of that little shell, that little bubble he kind of hid behind Felicia and be like, I mean, he sold it to her.
He did.
If you want to take something to the table to Felicia, you better take it like Omar did. And I'm so happy that he brought that out, and because I love Omar. Yeah. We love Omar.
He's probably one of the most likable characters throughout the whole show. You said that he was selling it, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's so good.
Yeah.
I love Omar.
I felt the passion there. I like this jacket too. Is he your favorite character?
I really appreciate the fashion that he brings to the show. I think he definitely brings that energy and brings the show up a notch, especially working with Raquel and whatnot. So Raquel has this great boutique, and then you have Omar that just has this sense of style, and even like in the past episodes, how he described himself through his clothes. He just has a different appreciation for fashion. Mm-hmm. And I think the two of them together was brilliant. And then of course with Felicia backing them up. Yeah,
it worked out very well. You have Felicia who obviously, like you said to Raquel, I've made a multi-million-dollar empire. Yeah. And then you have Raquel, who's created her own clothing store, and she needed an investor. And it's a great, like you said, it's the 3-way that I always wanted.
I love that line.
Three's Company.
I know.
I was really surprised that Raquel said no at first. I thought it was kind of one and done, because when Omar came to her, she said no at the shop. And she's
Were you surprised
so
at that?
Fierce. Yeah. So then I thought it was done. And then Omar came to Felicia and then back, to Raquel and stuff. So I was like, oh, it's still going on. Like, not Felicia. Raquel is still entertaining it.
Right.
Well, I didn't know that.
Don't you think that probably the reason she probably said no at first was, God, Felicia's not a game. Like, she's so aggressive. She's a type A personality.
Right.
Yeah.
And Raquel is such a let me just do my thing. But she holds her own, doesn't she?
Well, she said it herself, because Omar said she's a killer businesswoman. She said, exactly. Killer's the part I'm afraid of.
Exactly.
So she acknowledged, I know she's a great businesswoman, but I'm afraid of the killer part. And so she acknowledged that. So I think she went into that meeting like it was a battle. You even said, "Oh, I love how they put them in black and white. They're on the opposite sides of the couch.
Absolutely.
Black, white, stare down.
Yeah.
Like we're going. You know what I mean? And
yeah, and it's always like that. They used that visual alliteration before, how they had her in black and then Raquel in white, how they're always opposites of the same coin, which is really good. Which leads us to another part of the killer part is Felicia not caring about an engagement party or not. You're going to get Sergio. That's what you're going to do. She's like, now? Yeah, bad timing, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't care that you just saved my butt with David. Now you're going to go do this.
Yes.
How would you feel if that was your boss? She's like, I don't care if you have an engagement party. You got something to do.
I mean, she takes her career so seriously, and it's something that she loves to do. Yeah. So I think, of course, you know, she wanted to be there for her friend, obviously, to support her engagement, but they all understand the demands of her job. So I feel like, she was ready to jump on there. And then, of course, she probably has this little thing inside of her that kind of wanted to see him anyways, you know, even though she really didn't express it in the show. Because he's fine.
Can I ask a question about that? Do they not just hire any ugly guys for the show? Like,
no, you have to have a body check.
Is the casting calls for single ladies abs and chest
Why
first?
was I not an extra?
I know, like, damn.
I mean,
the key to single ladies is the eye candy for the single ladies.
Yeah, because I'm like, ooh, hey.
I know. And the guy from the yard sale and the big white guy.
Oh, we'll come to him in a minute. Wait, We're going to come back to your big white boy.
All right, bye.
We'll come back to that. But I just find it interesting that all the guys, there's not an ugly looking guy on the show.
No,
Terrence is
Females
handsome.
are beautiful too.
Well, obviously, they're gorgeous girls. It gets me to my next point is I found that little funny moment where you're awkward with Raquel and Terrence when they kind of that moment before when like, oh, are you going to the engagement party? I don't know. I have something I can't get out of. Don't you hate those awkward moments? I felt like it was kind of awkward on the inside.
Yeah. So I hate those awkward moments, but when I get nervous, I lose all filters in my brain and I just say everything I'm thinking about, like what I ate recently and how like there's laundry in the washer.
You say such unnecessary stuff and you don't say anything you want to say.
Nothing pertaining to what needs to be said. I'll just say.
I don't understand.
I get so nervous, especially around guys.
But you're fine with a mic and you're on camera.
Oh my God. Yeah, weird.
Do you ever do that? Do you ever, those awkward moments, do you have no filter or do you just kind of say what it is?
I don't know. I think in awkward moments, it's not that I don't know what to say. It's that I may not say exactly how I wanted to say it.
Right.
I may not have picked my words as well because it's awkward and maybe I'm nervous. But I very much think on my feet really quickly.
Yeah, you seem like that type.
Yeah.
Like a cat. Only you're not a cat.
You're like a cat, girl.
That means I got 9 lives. All right.
Keisha, you just...
I don't know that I just say random crazy stuff like what's in my washing machine or whatever. I maybe have a lot of moments where there's things that are definitely on my mind that I want to say that, I have feelings resonating, but I don't speak on it. And I think that's kind of a similar what we saw of the uncomfortable. Like they both have these feelings and it's very obvious. Like you could cut a knife with it. But she just was like, okay. You don't know how to speak on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm totally like that. Like if it's uncomfortable, I act just lifeless.
Yeah.
Like I have no kind of heart. Like, oh, where are you going? I'm just going to hang out with my friends.
I know, and I feel like
it's previous engagements.
Yeah, I have previous engagements.
Oh yeah, that's what he said, and we still don't know what he was doing.
Yeah,
but I feel like it's easier to walk away. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Peace, and you just like walk away. Yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
I feel like it's easier to
you made a very good point earlier because I didn't even notice. It shows you the mind of a woman. You saw your girl's ring, the engagement ring.
That was a rock. Yes.
How many carats do you think that thing is?
I don't know. It filled up her whole finger.
It's like she put a frog on her finger.
Yeah.
Like seriously.
Yeah.
That was big ring.
I mean,
was like the size of this microphone.
Would you really want that big of a
No.
ring?
She picked it.
I know.
She picked it.
But that's Keisha for you.
Yeah.
Therein lies the character of Keisha.
Yes.
I feel that's like dangerous walking around that big old ring on your finger.
Yeah.
I woke up like this. Like honestly, you put her in a room full of diamond rings. She doesn't go with something small.
Well, I wouldn't have picked something small either,
Okay.
but I mean, and
Not
then it was
that.
oval shaped. Maybe it's just I don't really like that kind of diamond. It wasn't even a round brilliant. It was oval.
It was huge.
It was huge.
It's an oval, like you said. It's an
Oval and huge.
My guess was that was like a 8 to 10 carat ring, easily.
I was like 20 in my head. I don't even know carrots.
That's a big ring.
Like, how do you lift your hand? Like, how do you really? How do you do anything in life with that hand?
How'd you do anything?
It's not like she's washing dishes.
No.
She's not washing dishes.
Oh,
Definitely.
exactly.
Put that on her finger.
You know what I really like too, guys, is I really enjoyed because the brothers have been bickering so much, right, all throughout the season. I really enjoyed how we get back and we have a real moment between my two brothers.
That
Terrence
male
is my
bonding.
guy, a nice male bonding moment, something for me, for a
Yeah.
guy like me. We finally get Terrence in the room. We get my guy DB Woodside in the room, and he's like, "Yo, I want you to co-CEO this week.
Equal partnership.
Equal partnership." What did you think of that?
Okay. I don't know why. Something didn't sit very well when he did that. I think it was because you're about to go down. That's my thought prediction. Like you're about to go down and you want to bring your brother
Pawn it
in. Yeah, to be equal partners when now he can get brought down too.
That was what I was thinking in the beginning of that conversation. By the end of the conversation, it did turn for me because, he reiterated like how proud he was of him. I'm so sad that, Pops isn't here to see how far we've grown and to see what you've become. And, so I think
It turned a little bit for you?
I think it was genuine. I think he really was like, okay, Terrence proved himself to me. Like, I mean, and, I've done all these things, created all these things for us now that could bring the company down when he's, been on it and he's proving himself. Let's make this equal.
Jess?
Yeah, I think that moment, like Terrence even said it, when they were having that discussion, he was like, you used to push me so far away, and now it's like you want me closer. And
Why do you think that was, though? Why do you think he used to push him so far away?
Well, for whatever he had done in his past, I think it's difficult when a family member says they've changed, and you, of course, have hope and you want to believe they've changed, but a lot of times you stick to bad habits. So he was probably thinking that, he was probably not changing. It was always, and it was going to revert back to the old Terrence. So the fact that he acknowledged that and said, you used to push me far away, but now you want me closer. I felt like it was a moment for Terrence where he finally felt accepted and more in his brother's world.
But it has a lot to do as well with, I think Terrence has grown a lot as a brother.
Right.
Obviously, he's not in the streets anymore chopping cars. chopping cars.
Right.
He's actually, he's got cut going on. He's proved his worth as a brother.
He's a
and
man now.
As a man and a businessman. I think his brother wanted to really validate him. Like, yo, I really want you to be on my team. I kind of agree with you. At first, I was like, why is he wanting to be part of this now? Like, you're about to be indicted.
Yeah.
I go down.
We going down
While I
together.
go down.
I don't know.
Jesus, take the wheel. We're about to go down. But the co-CEO is a good look. So as that's going on, your girl April, she's at a bohemian resort with your guy Sergio.
Turning all the way up.
Okay.
Turned
Drunk.
on 10.
Yes. Tequila. Talk about shot.
Turn up or die. Everybody's getting their relaxation on, massage on, and she's sneaking in tequila.
Hey,
Oh my goodness.
Whatever you got to do to please
Hey,
the
when
client.
Sergio was dancing on the bar, though, I was like, oh my gosh, something's going to happen. He's going to fall, break his neck.
Someone said he's going to die.
Yeah.
I think that's
You're over here.
I'm so dramatic. It's a Latina of me, my man. I was like, he's going to fall and break his neck and die.
All of a sudden, it's single
know.
ladies ER.
Oh my God. And they're probably hot men. I would have appreciated that.
Right.
Oh, stop.
The craziest
saying.
thing to me about that scenario was that previously in the show, when they were talking about the engagement party and Keisha was saying, oh, he's got, there's a lot of reasons why he fell in love with me.
Yeah.
And April said, girl, you should write a book. Keisha said, why are you trying to get married again? She kind of laughed it off and said, oh, no, not just yet. Turns out later in the show,
Foreshadowing.
Keisha doesn't end up getting married, but April ends up getting married.
Yeah, that was probably one of their best little writing
Switch.
bits.
Yeah, I did not even pick that up.
Yeah, that was probably their best little foreshadowing and alliteration of what's going to happen in the future. Well done, writers.
Yes.
Good job.
Hey.
Shout out to the writers.
Shout out to the writers getting us involved on that one. But you're right. She did allude to that. And Keisha didn't even end up getting married. So let's talk about that. We leave April and Sergio turned up at a party and go back to the engagement party.
Yes.
everything seems great, right? All of our
Perfect
friends
party.
are showing up, right? Malcolm, what does he say to her? He said there's something I thought that was so valid, which I think really speaks to women. He said, I don't want to hide anything else from you.
Oh, I got, I wrote that down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speak to that.
He said to her, he said, I'm going to tell you everything now. Like, I want to be truthful to you and let you know everything because I want you a part of my life. And she really just took that in and was like, wow, okay. It's not the best news to know that there may be some trouble, and that everybody thinks that Malcolm and Terrence are the ones that killed Deacon.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's not, that could put you in very, very deep fire. But
Yeah.
she was just so taken aback and just appreciative that he was honest with her. Like, okay, it's not the best news, but he wants to keep me in the loop so I can't trip on him. So I got to take it. And that was so great. But then you cut to later and you're like,
right. And that's what I want to ask you ladies, because we talk about that. We talk about sharing everything with a woman, right?
Right.
And you girls, you want that. You want that full honesty. And then when it happens, maybe not so much. You know what I mean? Because he shared that with her and she was like, oh, okay. But then the fire starter walks in.
Naomi.
And that's
The
a
Black
whole nother
Widow.
level of sharing. We don't even
Well-
know what the truth is. Go ahead.
I mean, that's not something that should have been discussed at your engagement party. That's probably something he thought never, ever would have come back up.
You thought that was
Ever.
dead. You
Yes.
thought that deal was dead.
Because that was part of
Done.
her agreement. She wants to keep this 10%. She's going to stay far away. That's part of the agreement.
And we're talking about Naomi. Naomi comes in,
The
fire
Black
starter style.
Widow.
The Black Widow wearing all black.
Again, while Keisha's wearing all white.
Again.
There we go.
Symbolism.
Symbolism, clearly.
I want to go back because I liked what Keisha said. I don't remember it word for word. I don't have it written down, but that she said something to the effect of I like how I feel right now, and I'm getting a glimpse of what it's going to be, what it's going to feel like to be your wife.
Who said that?
Keisha.
I didn't even hear her say that.
Yeah. Well, I picked that up.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
So, and he said, he was like, good. He's like, good, babe. Like, this is what it's going to feel like, like it was a moment between the two of them. And I'm sorry, I don't remember exactly what they said, but it was a nice moment between them when she was walking in and she was talking to people and he came up and grabbed her and it was cute. I like that part.
She almost got the happily ever after.
Yeah.
Almost. And let me ask you this.
could taste it.
But let me ask you this. What I want to know, do you guys think that he did all those things that Naomi said that he did? I want to know what your honest opinion is.
I think being how Naomi's character is, she has a lot of vengeance.
She's vindictive.
Yes, she's very vindictive. And I feel like for her to even have the balls to walk into their engagement party,
Who does that?
she still has something for Malcolm, obviously. But if it was really to that degree that they were really that in love, then why would she go and marry his father? If you're really that in love with someone,
More vengeance,
love,
maybe.
nothing toxic comes from genuine love. So if it was real love, she would not have married his father out of respect for him. And if she was really holding it down and waiting and waiting and waiting as she, as she said, then no,
wouldn't
like
have slid
she wouldn't have done what she did.
Well,
so I
no.
believe there's truth to it.
You
There's
do believe
truth
there's
to
truth to it. There's
But
truth to it.
I believe,
I think it's somewhere in the middle.
Somewhere in the middle,
So
and
there's
it's
some
His
truth to
story,
it.
her
exaggerated.
story, and the truth.
Right, exactly.
Keisha A.
So I do believe that there is something there, but not necessarily. I feel like Naomi probably did love Malcolm, but if she waited and waited and got burned that bad from being in love with him and him not coming back to her, she is vindictive and she would do something like that and marry his father. So I don't know to what extent they were in love and everything like that, but I don't think it was completely and totally true, because if you're going to come into someone's engagement party, you're coming in with some loaded guns.
Guns
you know
blazing.
What I mean? Yeah, like I don't think that it was all true what she
Keisha,
said.
what do you think? I mean, I think this broad will say anything.
I think she very heavily played up whatever the situation was. There was clearly a situation. And I think maybe Malcolm didn't expand fully because that was still in his part where he was kind of hiding things from Keisha.
Yeah.
I think he maybe didn't expand fully on what it was. And, later he came clean about Luke and the other things in his life, but that was gone. Okay, but I think that Naomi definitely is playing it up, and she is similar to Keisha on a very more vindictive way, but the same similar types. We've seen that throughout the past episodes. So she knows what's gonna burn her. She knows what's gonna hurt her. She knows
how to push her buttons.
Right. Now here's my question. She absolutely knew. She walked in literally on fire. I thought she was drunk the way she walked in there. She starts loud talking at her engagement. I was sick and I'm watching. I'm not even there. It's so foul on so many levels.
Yes.
So my question is, obviously she's saying things to get under Keisha's skin. Obviously. As a woman, do you allow someone to get under your skin like that? Because I felt the better road would be to say, you know what? That doesn't matter. It's the past. I love this man. I'm getting married. You can hash that out later behind closed doors. Because now I feel like Naomi wins.
Okay. I want to say I would do that. But here's the thing. Malcolm has done so many things wrong in the past several episodes that if that stuff didn't happen, then maybe she would have been like, you know what? I'm not talking to you. You need to leave. But Malcolm, we need to talk later, and let's just enjoy the night and like whatever. But so much dirty things have happened in the past.
But you're letting her win.
No, because I would have not had any kind of discussion in front of Naomi. Because as soon as Keisha walked out, Naomi was like all smiles. Like, this is what I came here for.
That's exactly what she came there for.
Mission accomplished.
She didn't come there for the smearing off honey.
No.
Plug.
No.
Plug
for smearing off. Nice job, guys.
I know.
But she didn't come there for that. She came there to make a mess. This is you now.
I'm Latina. I mean, come on.
You can't let it. Come on, man.
Here's the thing. Like, I would want to not react to it. I really would. But if my man's telling me lie after lie,
this is your engagement party.
I know, but like he's sitting there telling me some other deep stuff at my engagement party about some stuff that just went down in the streets and what the word is on the streets. And then here comes this broad looking fine as hell on top of that, wearing black to my engagement party, and then letting her voice get loud and cause a scene. I want to say, you know, I'm going to tell the security, escort her out. I want to say I would do that, but I don't know.
Excuse me, big white boy security. Take her to the truck and take her somewhere.
My fire would start. I'd probably just
start boiling. Keisha, would you let it happen? Would you let that? Actually, the move is not letting her speak. Really, just getting her out of there.
Right. Yeah.
What would you do? You're about to get wifed up. It's a huge engagement party, and she's in there ruining your day. Do you let that happen? Because that's what she's there for.
Absolutely not. I think exactly. First move is get her out of there by any means. Terrence, take her. Malcolm, take her. Whoever, get her gone. Okay, get her gone. I don't know. Obviously, you're not going to be able to go. But I think what you need to look at is you need to look at the reality of things. Yes, you look up where Malcolm has effed up and effed up and effed up.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like another one. But what you look at is the reality of what he's doing now. 2 minutes prior, he said, I'm coming clean with you with everything. He didn't have to walk back in there and say, in the middle of the engagement party, that was hard enough for him as a man, throwing this lavish, perfect engagement party for his woman and having to come back in saying, baby, I got to tell you something. I got to tell you something. This something that's very hard for him to say, and he doesn't want to say it. You can see it in the look in his eyes. I'm hurting my woman. I don't want to say this, but I'm going to be fully honest with you. So I think as a woman, you kind of got to take that into consideration and see the changes he's made and like, okay, maybe we need to have this conversation. I'm not happy, but she's gonna go, and then we are going to have this conversation.
You're making a very good point. The one thing that you just illuminated was secrets. Everybody has secrets.
Yes.
Nobody has a clean slate, especially in a relationship. We all hide things from the people that we love and care about so that you don't want to hurt them. And some of that stuff isn't even for their knowledge, you know? So I feel like here he is. He's like, I'm about to marry you. Like, I'm about to get out of the game. And here comes Naomi. Ew. She's disgusting. Coming in there with the vitriol and spitting venom, and she gets what she wants. And I hate that Keisha really let that happen. And what did she say to Raquel on the way out? I got to get out of here.
Yeah, she was like, I just need some time. I actually made a note about that moment. She was just saying, you gotta help buy me time because I just need to get out of here. And it was just an emotional moment between friends, like when you see someone you love.
Yeah.
You know, Raquel was really upset, like her heart was broken because her friend's heart was broken.
Yeah.
But she understood, And she was just like, yeah, like, I'm going to hold you down. You know, whatever you need.
But I think Raquel, because a lot of times you see your friends being a little bit irrational, and you could see it in Raquel because she was hesitant. She was like, Keisha, like, okay, I'm going to do what you want. But I think you could see that she was hesitant, like, you know, maybe she wanted to say to her, like, this isn't the way to handle it. It's Naomi. Come on, think about who you're talking about and think about Malcolm, you know?
Yeah.
But okay, I'm your girl. This is what your decision is. I'm going to stand by you. I'm going to hold your...
Yeah.
Well, I feel like emotions can make you irrational.
They can.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Hello.
Lord knows I've been emotional and irrational at the same time, and I'm a dude.
Yeah,
You know
try
what I mean?
doing that when it's that time of the
You know,
month.
every
I
month you
know.
guys, you know what I mean, turn up on us.
I've never.
But seriously, you know, you look at all those things that happen. She's talking to her outside, and can I just say that am I a bit weird for thinking that that was like the most emotional part in a like?
I felt
That kinda touched me.
Like
Yes,
was almost
I-
crying.
Yeah, like-
I got
And I'm
choked
like,
up.
She was like,
Girl.
because I felt you. Like I think everyone has had a moment in their life when you've had something so crazy where you're like, I gotta get out of
feel
here.
like there's no other option. I have to disappear because I'll lose it.
Yeah, because I'll straight lose it if you don't give me some space.
I kind of felt like though there's nothing, and this getting all emotional. There's nothing more beautiful though when you are literally you just go through hell and you're probably never gonna be with Malcolm again, whatever. But you go through hell and then you have such an emotional moment with you and a friend, like they're family, and they said that on the last episode or whatever. Like, you're my sister, you're my family, and I think there's nothing more beautiful than that a friend, a real true friend, is there for you during that time.
Well, not only are they friends, but I'm specifically speaking of the scene. They're outside and they're looking at each other, and they were emotionally affected. And she's like, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta cover for me so I can get some time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All the while, you know, that's, you know, a downer. But all the while, you're inside, you got your girl Felicia turning cats down left and right until what happened?
Okay.
Until what happened?
Keep on trucking.
Hey, I love that line.
Billy Bob
Right.
Joe came
Right.
on up with his red truck.
Let me set it up. Let me set it up before you jump in, right? Okay, so everybody's coming up to Keisha, trying to pitch her CDs, trying to buy her a drink.
Felicia.
Did I say Felicia, right?
Yeah.
No, you said Keisha.
I meant Felicia. I meant Felicia.
Okay.
Right, trying to come up to Felicia, trying to buy her drinks, give her CDs, whatnot. Big ass white boy pops up.
Who doesn't know who she is?
Doesn't even know who he's got to be at least 6'3".
Like, who are you? You're
He's like 6'3", 225, right? You must know who I am.
He looked like a linebacker or something.
You know?
I was like, you must play ball.
Hey.
You gotta
That's
play
the white
football.
boy that could get it.
Hey, he had a lot of swag to him
There's
too,
only a
right?
few of them.
He grabbed her drink out of her hand.
I'm getting you another drink. Stay right here. And she said,
okay.
She was like, I think my feathers just got ruffled. All of a sudden, I'm getting high.
I like that though. I like that they actually put in this big white boy who doesn't know shit. He's not in the industry at all, and he sees something he likes, and he's just like, "Yo, like, I'm gonna go get you a drink. You stay right here."
Yeah.
And she loved it. Turns out, Felicia likes when the guy takes control.
Of course.
Of course.
Any woman like that likes it.
And he's fine, and he's got a big red truck.
Big red truck.
Pickup.
Yeah,
What
Omar
did he-
was like, have
Big
fun. Go have
truck.
fun. You work too much.
What did
got
he?
a big
Did he pick her
truck.
up?
Stop. You stop. There's no innuendo right there.
No, he's
None.
just talking about the truck, right?
Yeah.
Didn't
the
he
big
pick-
red truck.
He picked her up, right?
He sure did. He picked her up. He swung her in that truck.
Yeah. Ooh, you know, she's like, oh, okay.
I know, she was flushed. She was like,
She was so awkward.
she was leaning out the window. She looked super awkward. It was the most time we've seen Felicia out of control, leaning
Yeah.
out the window like,
And then here comes Omar. Ooh, girl, get it.
Yeah.
Keep
trucking.
trucking, Felicia.
Keep on trucking. That's
on
a seven.
trucking.
Shout out to the 70s. That was a 70s
Yeah.
T-shirt. Keep on trucking. Omar said he is the best looking man in here.
In there.
And when he came over to Felicia at the party,
bar.
he's staring at him.
Yeah, he was like-
and then I gotta get out of here. I gotta. This is not for me. It's for her. Have you ever been in a situation where you may have caught eyes with somebody and they've just been so attractive that it kind of stopped you in your tracks? I'm looking at you, but I'm not looking. I'm gonna pull an I am fire right now. I'm looking at you, but I'm not looking at you.
I think, yeah, I have actually.
Yeah, what was that like? Did it make your heart race, ruffle your feathers? Per se?
It was just kind of like who's that? Maybe if I kind of smile, he'll come over here. Oh, is he coming over here?
And what does that? What does it for you? Is it looks? Is it the energy, Keisha A? What does that for you?
I don't know. It's the looks and the energy, but I have this ability to literally fall in love with someone based off that. And like
Only Keisha.
only
Keisha.
me. And like and then that's when that awkward thing comes out. And I start talking about napkins on the floor and like I'm like, wait, what? What's going on right now?
Wait, what?
So fine.
Right.
Yeah, that's happened multiple times to me.
Keisha, do you like it when somebody swaggerific, real energy comes over to you and you're just like, whoa? Because I feel like we hang out every now and again, but I feel like you hide all that very well. Like I never know what you're thinking. You're like a closed and locked book. Who knows what Keisha's thinking?
Really? Yeah.
Because I do a little bit. I keep close because I like to keep them guessing.
Right.
Because sometimes when I'm approached by guys and I'm uninterested, I'm almost more nice because I'm a friendly person. I'm nice, but not, I'm not rude. I'm nice and friendly.
Super friendly.
So some people, and not to play a game, maybe it is a little game, I don't know.
It's
but
always a game.
When sometimes when guys approach me and I am very interested, especially in LA when, I've been around a lot of like actors, celebrities, athletes, whatever, when they approach me, I act like I don't know who they are and I could care less. And that it intrigues them more. It seems like, you know what? Oh, hey, if they approach me, I like, okay, hi, acknowledge you. And then I like purposely give more attention to whoever's around them. Their assistant.
Oh, you're the
do you know what I mean? I purposely
She plays the game.
I love it.
Dirty.
That's the game.
Yeah. But
So LeBron who?
No,
and
she'd
you
be
turn
Felicia. Do you know who I am?
Yeah.
I don't care who you are.
yeah.
And that works because whatever feelings I think you have inside, your heart's fluttering, your heart races or whatever. Because you girls are way better at hiding and stuff.
It allows you to be more rational.
Yeah. Because guys are just so A to B cut and dried. Hey, girl. You know what I mean?
I hope you don't talk to a girl like that.
Hey, girl.
If you know me at all, you know I have no game.
Yeah.
I have no game. I crack jokes.
Wait,
That's all I do.
speaking of game though, can we just talk about that romantic moment inside when Terrence?
Oh, I'm gonna get to that.
No,
wait.
we'll get
Let's
to-
wait to because that's the cherry.
Wait, I want to talk about, we were talking about being friendly and stuff, because to guys that I think I'm a friendly person. I'm very outgoing. So people always tell me that when I talk to guys, they're like, girl, like, you're interested in him, right? Like, they always say that, and I'm not at all.
Because you're nice.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was talking to this one guy a couple weeks ago. It was me and my girlfriend, and we were sitting at the bar eating dinner, and this guy next to us jumps into the picture that we're taking a selfie and jumps
Photobomb.
into photobombs. Grabs her phone and then deletes it. He was weird to begin with, but I hold a conversation with people. I don't mind. I like talking to people, getting to know people.
Right.
And she's just like, you acted like you were so interested in him.
Yeah, well, let me squash
You
that
gotta
for
learn
you.
how to hold a conversation.
Let me squash that for you right now. All right.
The eyes.
That whole holding conversations with guys and acting like you're interested, guys automatically think that you like them like that.
Because
when
you're
you do that.
talking to them?
Because guys are primitive, premature children in man's bodies.
I hate it.
All right?
I hate it.
I had this conversation with my girlfriend. I said, stop being nice to these guys because they all think you want to sleep with them. Like that's the way men think. You gotta stop having. You gotta play this game. It's horrible.
You have to be cordial.
Cordial.
There we go.
Cordial. Well said, but not nice.
Short. but
Short.
sweet.
Oh, brilliant.
There you go.
Short and sweet.
Smile.
But not nice.
That's what I do. Hey, when in doubt, I just smile. So if you ever see me be like,
Hey.
Jess is in doubt about something,
She's thinking about something right now.
I'll be like, hey,
Yeah.
I gotta go.
I got Ian.
It's great to meet you though.
Right. So yeah, that the whole being nice thing, it's great. It's great for business. It's not so much great for dating. Yeah, you gotta pick up the.
We're gonna have to have a show, Dating 101.
Yeah, dating one. Oh, that's a good
I got
title
it.
for a show. We'll talk.
I copywritten that.
Copyright that.
Thank
We'll
you.
talk about that
Copyright
later.
by Jes Meza.
Now we can go to the cherry on top.
Yes, please.
Please start us
Terrence.
off with Terrence and Raquel. Please talk about that.
Well, the way she was having problems with her key. She couldn't open her car. So at first I was like, did he buy her a
Flashback.
car?
Game.
Right? Flashback. Because I was thinking, because it was just so left field. Like, why would she have problems with her key?
Right.
But then he brings her inside and just like serenades her, and I loved it because this is a line I had to write. He goes, just because I don't talk about my feelings doesn't mean I don't have them. And I think a lot of men are like that. You know, if you really think about your experiences when you like someone, I feel like, or falling for someone, you don't want to discuss it because I feel like men aren't that great at communicating what their feelings are.
Right.
But for the fact that he said that to her, and then, you know, he was like, Raquel, I want to be with you, be all the man that you deserve. I just don't know how. Girl.
We were all like, can I get some?
Can we try again? Can we try again? Yes.
You know, hey,
Yes.
the best game.
He's got the music playing. Let my love adore
Wait.
you, you know?
The best game is when it's real and it's game.
Real talk.
You know what I mean?
Like, yeah.
Go ahead.
Like, this was, like, yeah. Like, it's fully real.
Yeah.
Like you said, like, the awkward moment in the beginning was because he didn't know what to say.
Right.
So now he's like, okay, I don't know what to say. He figured out a way to tell her, like, you know what I mean, his feelings without saying his feelings by just simply saying, just because I don't speak on my feelings doesn't mean I don't have them.
Yeah.
I don't want this to be another awkward moment, you know, so I'm going to tell you, I just don't know how to talk about them.
Right.
You know, I didn't really know he felt that way about her either. I really didn't know. But it all makes more sense now.
Yeah, I could
Yeah.
tell he did by the I mean, he wouldn't have gone out of his way on game night the way that he did, you know, or do the whole, you know, cut up strawberries and
I think
fruit and stuff.
And that all wrapped it up with him admitting and him saying, I want to be the man for you that you deserve. I just don't know how. Wrapped everything from the last episode that we saw of him like being so confused. Why are you flipping out? I'm just at the club with my friends. I'm just da-da-da-da-da.
He doesn't
I just
know
don't
how.
know better. I didn't know how. I don't know what
Right.
to do, what you want.
Makes a lot more sense, right?
Yeah, I think that a lot of relationships get crushed even before, you know, stop even before they start because of that whole awkward talk. What are we? Who has feelings for who likes who, like all that stuff. And Terrence definitely cares for Raquel. And I think it's also a different kind of thing. It's different when you're just dating than meeting that person that could be like the one. Like Raquel is a 10. So Terrence...
Hey, Terrence ain't no slouch.
But what I'm saying is that Terrence has this dirty past that Raquel doesn't have, and he's like, how do I be
Raquel
that
does.
man?
In her own way.
In her own way.
Everybody has
she's
a
been
past.
ran
Everybody has a
through.
past.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Everybody has a past, girl.
I know.
Don't get started on past 101, okay?
All right. But what I'm saying... You three.
No, this is great. Go ahead.
Tweedledee. Is that I think when you do find someone who you could truly love and care about, it is hard and you don't know how to show your feelings.
Absolutely.
So that's where Terrence was at, I think.
And that's the hardest thing is to admit,
Yes.
which he did beautifully.
Yeah, he did.
Beautifully.
Can I say, and I think I said this while we were screening, I can't remember, and I'm not saying it doesn't exist, I can't remember a better looking on television duo than those two when they're paired together.
Phenomenal.
In a two-shot. Like, it is fireworks when he kisses her.
Oh my God.
And she looks up at him. You know what I mean? He's just, you know, I mean,
They have
he's
crazy chemistry.
beautiful chemistry. He's got, you know, this great physique, and she's this dainty little beautiful girl.
Yeah.
My God, they look so good together. It's like you want them to win.
Yeah, you do.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I
Like
really
make babies.
Make
Yeah,
babies.
make
Mike,
babies.
make 8 of them.
I don't know about 8, but
8's a lot.
Calm down.
I know, dang. I really like the way Terrence all checked her out. Did you guys peep that when
Yeah, yeah.
Naomi walked up? Naomi
much
walks
drama.
up. She's about to be, you know, bam, guns loaded, about to fire. And then here's Terrence in the background, all this drama coming out. Look at
He can't
Yeah.
even pay attention to what's going on because
Right.
he's just distracted by
I'm
Raquel.
sorry, what's happening? Damn.
Somebody about to die, but look at that booty.
Yeah, he was all. I love that.
Booty.
I hope to God he was just doing that
I
because
know. I love that moment though, Terrence. Shout out to House for that
shout out
moment
to House
right
for him
now.
just like,
House.
girl, you are wearing that dress.
Yeah.
I've said that you were wearing that dress. You know, and she, oh, right.
Yeah, it's so funny how we all caught that though. Like, really? In the middle of this fire, you just gonna stop and be like,
In the
damn.
middle of guns blazing. You know who we forgot? We forgot to give shout out to T.I. T.I.P.
Ah, yes, T.I. T.I. plays such a great
Tip.
Man.
just gangster. Like
Man.
you just the way he handles himself, he's so like clean
take
and
this
like
outside.
gentleman, you know, like he doesn't
Yes.
even go off. He's just like, you know, this is something that we might have to discuss later evening.
I feel like
gentlemen.
he's one of the better, if not best, actor/rappers out there. I'll
He
tell you that right now.
is. I'm very surprised.
He's really good.
Pleasantly surprised.
Those movies he had on TV, he just
He's
he
so
just wears it.
smooth.
He's
He's
so
very
smooth.
smooth.
Yeah.
His delivery.
I wrote down a line that T.I. used, which I like to use in reality. He said, in this game, you are either in or you're out.
He said in or out.
No
In or
grade.
out, right?
No grade. No half stepping.
You can't ask me to mope some guy out and then but you can't
Complain about the way I did
complain
it.
about the way I did it, right? You're either in this game or you're out. It kind of reminds me of those old gangster movies, like you're with us or against us, right? I mean, you can't make half-witted decisions. Did you like what he said to him there? Like, hey, you got to do this or we're not.
I did, but I even asked you guys too. I was like, wait, I'm confused. Like, what just happened? What does that all mean?
Right. Well, a lot of it's is just simply stating you can't because he did.
Because I felt the reason why I said that was because I felt like he started turning against Malcolm. That's why I was like, wait, what just happened? So
I wasn't sure if they were using it as referral, like a gang referral, because in gangs, once you're in for life.
Yeah.
Right.
In
That
order
is
to
also
get
a gang
out,
referral. Yeah.
then, you
like
know,
we
you gotta
both
be
kind of
taken
owe
out.
each other now.
Right.
And you kind of asked me to do something. I handled it. Now you're saying you want to take it back.
Right.
The repercussions, if it doesn't fall right because you didn't handle it the first way and you want to complain about the way I did, now when you handle it and it doesn't work out, and don't come back because
Right.
I'm not going to handle it
yeah.
because I handled it.
You can't open Pandora's box. You can't open Pandora's box and then
Right.
stuff everything back in. Right? We already started down this path, so you're in or out. So shout out to TIP,
Tip.
Tip and Tiny. coming
Great
out.
job.
Love those guys. Love those. TIP. Yeah, but back to Terrence and Raquel. I'm sorry. God, man, they're my favorite.
This is the last show.
I know. I always say
And
Rachel
now-
because I always think of Rachel from Friends, but it's Raquel.
Yeah,
Oh.
Raquel.
Yeah, but it is Raquel.
And now I'm over here wanting to see the next episode
I
since
know.
April got married.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that?
Oh my God.
I know.
Speak
Talk
on
about-
it.
She was like, I'm not single
It's
anymore.
kinda
She was like freaking out, and then she
Yes.
stopped and looked like, well, it is kind of nice.
She totally entertained it. Like, what would life be with him?
Second.
Was that a Vegas moment or what? I don't know where they
Total
were.
Vegas
Waking up with
moment.
masks and she's an all white.
It's a little white
the
chapel
drunkest.
outside. Like when she opened the window, they showed the little white chapel.
Yeah.
She's like, is
Yeah.
this a bouquet of flowers? I have a garter on my leg. I have a ring. He has a ring.
Yeah.
Just
She
kind of
woke up with one of those,
escalated.
like, oh my gosh, what happened last night?
Yeah.
Like, just that moment, and you could just
I
tell
love that
her headache was throbbing. It
Yeah.
was just throbbing. When she opened it, the sunlight hit her, she was like, oh, it's just too bright.
That's a Vegas moment. What you guys don't know is I used to
Love
live
that.
in Las Vegas, and I actually know somebody who did that. So that's real. You go out, get wasted,
That's
get
real.
married. That's happened.
Oh, I have a friend who did that as well, actually. Yeah.
A friend
Not
of-
me.
a friend?
Not me. I've never been married.
not
no,
you.
not me. I've never been
Not
married.
you, but one of
No.
your friends.
Yeah.
Hypothetically.
Friend.
That was
Yo, I
serious.
love that Sergio did not move.
Done.
He was did not
Sense of
move.
the
Roadkill.
Wasted.
What happened?
It was all that tequila, man. Why do you think I don't drink Patron?
Hey, look, like especially after you've been cleansing. Have you ever done a cleanse and then drank?
I've
No,
never
I've-
drank in my life.
I've never done a cleanse.
Good for you. That's two things that's never happened. Have you ever done that?
I don't do cleanses.
Okay,
I
so every
work
year
out.
I do a cleanse in January, right after the new year. Do a 30-day, no meat, no cheese, all greens, all veggies, right? And your body is really soaking up all that good energy, right?
Wow, I want to do that.
It's fantastic, great for your body too. So then, come February, when you do a shot,
You're done.
it feels like you did a shot on top of the Eiffel Tower. You're just like, whoa! So I think that's what happened to him. He's
New
at this,
experience,
yeah.
yeah.
He's what is he?
Wheatgrass all day
Wheatgrass
long.
and
Nothing else.
flaxseed and all those good
Yeah.
things. All of a sudden, he's drinking a fifth of tequila.
Bam.
Oh, I
Knocked
want to
out.
know what happens next.
I know.
Someone
Well-
pick it up. Pick up the show.
Let's talk about that. You said pick up the show. What would you like to see happen with Single Ladies since it is officially off the air as we speak now?
I know. I would like someone to pick it up. A channel or whatever to pick a network to pick it up. Because it's just now like getting so good that I want to watch the next episode. Like
Right.
before it was kind of dragging, like kind of soap opera-ish, like in the middle, like a little bit dry. But now it's just like getting so good, and it's there's a lot of real life things in it. Like House was saying, last week that there's inspirational things in it. There's real, friendships. There's criminal activity. You know what I mean? Like things that go on aside from the criminal activity, but that people can relate to. And even, House is like you relate yourself to Raquel in the show, and like you can relate yourself to characters in the show too. So I hope someone picks it up.
And especially for it's one of the few shows, like he said, that it shows so much positivity happening within the minorities.
Yeah.
And that's a great show that we need to, I think, keep around. I would love to see, maybe not necessarily another network pick it up, but a spinoff. Because I think that there's some avenues of the show that they can really dive into and take off with it and hit a home run, and then, you know, kind of leave off other things that are slowing it down. And I would love a spinoff of some sort.
What do you think?
Well, I mean, I want to see what happens. I want to see Keisha give Malcolm a chance to explain himself. You know, I want to see what happens. The fact that she just put that whole box of cash in her bag makes you think, like, where is she going?
I'm a ghost.
You know,
And she did step back for that ring too. She said,
Yeah.
"Oh, hold on."
Hold on.
So I just feel
Let me
like
grab
there's so much mystery right now where we want to see something happen. But I mean, you never know. Hopefully the writers will come up with something, and or network or whatnot. You never know.
Right, and I think we talked and touched on this a bit in the viewing room, where here it is. It's the end of the year. It's the end of the season, and
The end of the road.
still I can't sing.
I can't sing. I'm not
Our
even-
harmony.
Harmony's so awful, but it's the end of the road, and here's a good show now that has gotten better. Right at the end, I would really have liked to seen it shortened down to a half-hour show to make it a little more compact and juicy. I think that would help a lot. And I'm with you. I would love to see a spinoff. I would love to see the Terrence and Raquel show,
Yes.
and I would love to see the Naomi show. I'm not kidding. Naomi is a fire-breathing dragon. I would tune in to watch her torch people's lives.
I don't know. There's no character I'd want to take out though. Actually, I was just thinking about all the characters, and I love what's going on in each one of their lives.
Well, you can still have them visit in, but just you make the central show about. I mean, I could watch Terrence and Raquel all day.
Like Terrence taking over the company, probably, you know, doing whatever with that while Malcolm goes to jail. You know, him and Raquel.
Maybe they can make a movie.
Yeah. Wow, you're pushing it there.
Highly
Jes.
shows that get canceled usually don't go into films.
I was
You're
just
just
trying to
being
get
open.
creative.
So here we are.
Throwing
end
it
of
out
the-
there. Just throwing it out there.
End of the road. End of the show, guys. Please.
It was a great road.
It's a great road. Text your ideas and post your ideas for what you think the future would be. Last moments and thoughts here. What do you think in the future of Single Ladies? What would happen? Do you think that Keisha and Malcolm would ever get back together, or are they done?
I think he would get her back, because he just, the way that he was so emotional when he was talking to Terrence, like he can't lose her. I feel like he would. But I mean, I just think we had a fun time here, you know, and I just appreciate everybody watching and tuning in and leaving
Shout out
comments.
to the viewers and
Yes.
listeners.
Yeah.
What do you think for the future of the future of fakeness of what happened?
I think that Raquel and Terrence will really make it. I do, in their relationship. Malcolm and Keisha, I don't know, to be honest.
It's a lot of water.
I really don't know. And I don't know. I just I want to say shout out to the viewers that watched us all season. Thank you guys so much for being so faithful and watching. So thanks.
Thoughts?
I think that Felicia is going to kind of fall in love with her little white boy and take a step back and give April the reins. And April is going to climb to, you know, the top with that career, and her career is going to take off. Whether Sergio will stay around or not, whether he'll wake up or not, I don't know. But I think Omar is going to design Raquel a hell of a wedding dress.
Yeah, you will.
And, you know, that definitely is got to, I would hope that if it comes back, that takes off. And I know how said he wouldn't be coming back, but if it's a spinoff, please come back, because we love you.
Omar.
Hey, I tell you one thing in Hollywood: if they pay him enough money, he'll be back.
Right.
Yeah,
my
true.
thoughts for the future. I don't think that Keisha and Malcolm would ever gonna get back together. I think it's too much to ask.
I'm just a hopeless romantic.
You know, I'm a positive cat, but that's a lot
He's
to
buried.
come back
Yeah.
from. I think the burgeoning love between Terrence and Raquel is what works. Guys, we appreciate your
So much.
viewership for I Am Fire, SciFMJ on Instagram. Please shout them out. Go ahead.
Jes Meza, JesMeza, Instagram.
Instagram and Twitter is Keisha Ava.
Mine's Keisha Olander, Keesha.
Yeah, guys, get your Twitter game up, get your Instagram game up. Again, thanks for everyone for watching, for sticking around. Hopefully, you'll see us in your pockets and on your TV screen soon.
Yes.
Yeah.
And have a fantastic evening or nighttime or whenever you're watching this. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later! She
The
finally
expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.